Hi, good afternoon. Look at this. This has come from the rooftop. अभी तो फिलहाल चिकन की भी थोड़ी स्मेल आ रही है क्योंकि चिकन बनना है आज. चिकन. वेल, चिकन इज वेजिटेरियन. चिकन दाना खाता है. मुर्गी दाना खाती है तो मुर्गी वेजिटेरियन हुई. ओके. चिकन इज वेजिटेरियन. सो नेक्स्ट टाइम देयर समबडी इज ट्राइंग टू टेल यू तुम नॉन वेज खाते हो, यू शुड से मैं वेज खाता हूँ यार. चिकन इज वेज. बट फर्स्ट, हाय, गुड मॉर्निंग ऑन दिस संडे. हाउ इज इट गोइंग? व्हाट्स न्यू हैपनिंग विद यू? तो क्या हुआ था, ये दो मेरा धार वाला जो पत्थर है, ये ना बेसिकली भीगा नहीं था, तो इसके ऊपर वो मेटल की लेयर जम गई थी. सो इट वाज, ये ना धार लगाने का जो काम है, ये जापानीज इसको बहुत थेरेप्यूटिक मानते हैं. एंड आई विल टेल यू नाउ दैट आई हैव स्टार्टेड डूइंग दिस, आई विल एग्री देयर इज सम मेडिटेटिव थिंग गोइंग ऑन. अच्छा, आज क्या हो रहा है? आज बहुत कुछ हो रहा है. टुडे इज अ लार्ज, आई एम मेकिंग अ लॉट ऑफ स्टफ. सो फर्स्ट सी दिस. ये एक मसाले का पैकेट है. आई डोंट नो कहाँ से आया, क्या है. किलर. यस, किलर. आई एम ऑल्सो स्केर्ड. इसका नाम है सजाए काली मिर्च. तो मैंने इसीलिए इस वीडियो का नाम रखा है सजाए मिर्च. आई डोंट नो ये कितना तीखा है, बट अपेरेंटली इट्स लाइक, सो इट लुक्स गुड. लुक एट द फोटोग्राफ ऑफ द चिकन. के फोटो देखो जरा चिकन का. सो एनी, ये आज मैं इसको मैंने चिकन में मैरिनेट कर रखा है और ये जाएगा पैन में. बट पहले थोड़ा मैं, तीन चीज़ें बननी है. पहला चिकन होगा, ये देखो चिकन मैरिनेट करके रखा हुआ है मैंने. ये फ्राई होगा इनटू द इन द वॉक. फिर बनेगा एक गार्लिक का डिप. बनाओ या नहीं बनाओ ये सोच रहा हूँ मैं. हंग कर्ड इन द फ्रीजर, उससे कुछ बनेगा. और फिर एक सैलेड जैसी कोई चीज़ बनाएंगे विद क्यूकम्बर, कैरेट्स, कैप्सिकम एंड कैबेज, जिसमें काइबेन डालेंगे. ठीक है, तो काइबेन का अपने को सोर्स वहां से आएगा. प्लानिंग, प्लानिंग. फूड रिक्वायर्स प्लानिंग. लाइफ रिक्वायर्स प्लानिंग. वेल, एक्चुअली लाइफ रिक्वायर्स एंजॉयमेंट. फन इज व्हेन यू डोंट प्लान, राइट? ये बहुत बड़े बड़े हाँ फिलोसफी. देर इज सम मेरिट टू, यू नो. अच्छा, ये चलो ये साइंटिफिकली बता देता हूँ तो झगड़ा नहीं करेंगे. आप नोटिस करोगे जब साइंस आ जाती है ना, तो सब लोग शांत हो जाते हैं. हाँ यार, साइंस ने बोला है तो इसलिए. नहीं, बट व्हाट अबाउट आई हाउ आई फील? नहीं नहीं नहीं, डजंट मैटर. साइंस एलएचएस आरएचएस इक्वल हो गया. शट अप नाउ. 7.83 हर्ट्स, ये एक फ्रीक्वेंसी है जिस पे अर्थ रेजोनेट करती है. धरती माँ का की फ्रीक्वेंसी है ये 7.83 हर्ट्स. What's really cool about this frequency is that 7.83 hertz is approximately the frequency range where our theta, our brain goes into the stage called theta. साइंस ने स्टेज का नाम थीटा रखा है. 7.83 हर्ट्स एक रेंज है ये. थीटा हमारी इमेजिनेशन है. थीटा allows us to imagine. It allows us to create situations that don't exist. अभी रुको रुको, हाँ, ये this whole story is not yet completed. Now the story is of converting thoughts to things. Converting thoughts to things. How do you go about doing it? To convert thoughts to things means, so what you do is you think about what you want and you start vibing in that frequency. The universe will spot you, pick you out as a light source. हम ना light sources हैं, हम photons हैं. मैं और थोड़े प्रोफेशनल्स को लेके आऊँगा तो शायद ज़्यादा समझ में आएगा. जो लोग किताब विताब लिख रहे हैं, ऐसे कुछ लोग, आई विल कम बैक टू यू. दे हैव रिटन अ बुक एंड दे विल बी एबल टू गिव यू अ लॉट मोर आर्टिकुलेट अंडरस्टैंडिंग. क्योंकि साइंस ने हमको क्या सिखाया है कि आप बिलीव तब करोगे जब प्रूफ आएगा. दो बार आना चाहिए, बल्कि साइंटिफिक मेथड तो बोलता है दो बार आना चाहिए. हाय गाइस, इफ यू हियर प्लीज चैट एंड से हाय सो आई नो यू आर हियर. अदरवाइज आई डोंट कम टू नो इफ यू जॉइन द स्ट्रीम. सो यू माइट एज विल बी स्ट्रेंजर्स, राइट? तो हाय बोल जाओ. आई विल ऑल्सो बी एबल टू से हाय. हाउ इज योर संडे मॉर्निंग गेटिंग अलॉन्ग? देखो आज मैं बहुत बड़ा सैलेड बना रहा हूँ. सैलेड तो पता है 3 में से 1 है. सैलेड के चक्कर में पूरा चिकन हो गया आज. लंच हो गया आज। आउटडोर कुकिंग का कुछ है भाई, आई एम टेलिंग, इट्स डिफिकल्ट फॉर मी टू टेल यू, नो आई एम नॉट अ शेफ बाय प्रोफेशन एंड आई डू मेनी अदर थिंग्स, बट कुकिंग तो खाना तो बनाना है ना। तो खाना बनाने के लिए जो मैं काम कर रहा था, मैं सैलेड बनाता था कायबेन से, इफ यू डोंट नो दिस, एंड आई सेड लेट्स स्टार्ट लाइव स्ट्रीमिंग इट। 30 दिन से कर रहा हूँ मैं रोज लाइव स्ट्रीम, सैलेड बनाते बनाते। तो आई सेड अब सैलेड ही कर रहे हैं तो लेट्स गो वन स्टेप अप। व्हाट इज वन स्टेप अप? फ्राई द चिकन। यस, अभी आएगा वो प्रोड्यूसर मेरा, जब उसको सुनाई देगा, उसको पता है कि अनियन वनियन उसको नहीं मिलने वाला है खाने को। तो 7.83 हर्ट्ज की जो, अच्छा तो ये, सॉरी बिफोर आई फॉरगेट, ये मोटी मोटी सुन लो, साइंस का जो काम है वो ये है, टू मेक अस इंसिस्ट, इट इंसिस्ट्स कि आपको प्रूफ चाहिए, आपको किसी चीज का बिलीफ सिस्टम, आपको बिलीव करना है उसके अंदर, तो आपको पहले मुझे रिजल्ट दिखाना पड़ेगा। पहले आप रिजल्ट दिखाओगे मेरे को, फिर मैं आपको बिलीव करूंगा। इनफैक्ट साइंटिफिक मेथड तो बोलता है 2 बार कोई भी एक्सपेरिमेंट करो, उसके 2 बार रिजल्ट आने चाहिए सेम। देखो आज क्या तोड़ के लाया मैं ऊपर से। हाउस द लाइट ऑन देम? आई होप द लाइट इज गुड। 4-4, 5-5 इंच की मिंट की लीव्स मिलती हैं। ये एक्वापॉनिक्स का एक अमेजिंग चीज है। आई थिंक इट हैज टू डू विद सो मच ऑफ नाइट्रोजन, द नाइट्रोजन कंटेंट बीइंग सो हाई। लेट्स गेट कुकिंग। तो पहली चीज, वील स्विच ऑन द वॉक। इसमें मैं फ्राई करूंगा थोड़ा, ये बेसिकली इसको फ्राई करना है चिकन को, तो मैं उसको पहले थोड़ा गार्लिक और अनियंस के साथ थोड़ा सा उनको सौटे सौटे करूंगा, सौटे, कुछ नहीं यार, थोड़ा सा फ्राई करेंगे उनको। ये देख रहे हो क्या ये कैनन, दिस इज अ गार्लिक कैनन, बहुत मस्त चीज है एक्चुअली। यू नो आई टेल यू समथिंग, सॉरी आई डोंट वांट टू गीक यू आउट बट लिसन टू दिस, ऑलराइट। ये जो देख रहे हो यहाँ हिंज यहाँ है जहाँ ये मूव करता है, बट इन्होंने इसका ये यहाँ ठुड्डा जो स्क्वीज करता है वो इधर बनाया है। दिस लिटिल ऑफसेट increases the force that is applied into the garlic by a factor of something like 50 or 60. So मैं, I don't want to geek you out, but imagine this, क्या crazy है ना ये सब। किसने सोचा होगा? You think हम इंसानों की औकात का काम है ये? मुझे लगता है एलियंस ना हम फालतू में ढूंढ रहे हैं। शीशे में देख लो जाके, दिख जाएगा एक एलियन। So आज basically the whole objective today is to cook lunch. I am literally cooking lunch today. ये चिकन जैसा कुछ बनेगा और ये परोठे के बीच में लगेगा, रोल बनेगा और फिर ठूसा जाएगा। And I am very hungry today. आज कुछ ज़्यादा ही भूख लग रही है मेरे को। Actually I love chicken. I love meat. I'm sorry. बहुत सारे वीगन्स मेरे को गाली दे चुके हैं, आप भी दे दो। ओके, तो करना क्या है, थोड़ा हम पीनट का, ओ यार, यू नो व्हाट आई विल कुक इट इन? टेल मी व्हाट आई विल कुक इट इन। यू आर थिंकिंग राइट, यू आर थिंकिंग लाइक मी। क्या लेके आएंगे, याद है आपको वो जो पीनट का रेसिड्यू मसाला था? यस यस, वी विल यूज दैट टू कुक। पीनट का रेसिड्यू मसाला, ही देखो, दिस इज द मसाला विच इज लेफ्ट ओवर, एंड मैं इसको इसमें कुक करूंगा। अच्छा, पर कुक तो मैं कर लूंगा, बट कुक करने के लिए मेरे पास कुछ है नहीं। कोई बात नहीं, we will figure this out as we go along. We will figure it all out. This is not rocket science. And I will pour some. ये ना दो तरह के क्यों हैं, क्योंकि एक जगह ऑयल था और दूसरा ये ऑयल का, yes, good peanut oil will solidify in the fridge. It is supposed to. So I will just roast this. I hope you are able to see this clearly. हो क्या रहा है बेसिकली, मैं थोड़ा सा इसको पीनट को, ऑयल को गर्म कर रहा हूँ थोड़ा सा, और फिर अब मैं इसमें चढ़ाऊंगा गार्लिक। गार्लिक की स्टोरी तो आपको पता है क्या है ना? वैम्पायर प्रोटेक्शन है ये। मैं सीक्रेट बताऊं, बुरा मत मानना। नहीं यार, मैं नहीं बताऊंगा। इट्स अ बैड जोक. It has won me favor from a couple of people, but not everybody enjoys it. तो जब मिलेंगे ना तब बताऊंगा, प्रॉमिस। पर्सनल मिलके बताऊंगा। थोड़ा सा गार्लिक को रोस्ट करूंगा मैं बिफोर आई ऐड द अनियंस, एंड देन मुझे लगता है मैंने ना थोड़ा ऑयल कम डाला है बिकॉज मुझे चिकन फ्राई करना है। द चिकन हैज टू बी फ्राइड, नॉट फ्लॉइड, फ्राइड। एक्चुअली डीप फ्राई करना चाहिए, दैट इज द करेक्ट वे, बट डीप फ्राई भी नहीं करूंगा मैं। आई विल डू द सॉटे वर्जन ऑफ दिस। बहुत ही टाइम लग रहा है यार निकलने में, ये फ्लो करने के लिए बर्तन एक्चुअली, बट खाना बनाना क्वाइट ह्यूमरस एक्सपीरियंस है। इट इज फन, इट्स फनी। तभी तो इतना, अरे खाने के साथ कनेक्शन इंसानों का, हम ह्यूमंस का इतना गहरा है। ये सुनो, आप एक पेड़ पे देखोगे और फट से आपकी नजर, यू विल कैच द राइप फ्रूट। इट्स नॉट लाइक यू हैव टू रियली स्कैन ईच फ्रूट टू फिगर आउट वेदर इट्स राइप और नॉट। द ब्रेन इज सो फास्ट टू लैच ऑन टू सच थिंग्स, है ना? या अरे ब्रेन बहुत मजेदार चीज है। इससे मजेदार चीज ये है कि हम सोचते हैं कि हम ब्रेन समझ सकते हैं। दिस कॉन्फिडेंस दैट दिस ह्यूमैनिटी हैज, वेल एट लीस्ट सम ह्यूमंस हैव, दैट इटसेल्फ इज जस्ट सो गुड, है ना? तो ये हो गया मेरा ओनियन विच इज गॉन टू फ्राई। फ्राइड अनियन इन पीनट ऑयल इज डिलिश। ज़्यादा टेम्परेचर नहीं रखा है मैंने, ओके? आई एम नॉट रियली, दिस इज नॉट जस्ट बिकॉज आई एम यूजिंग अ वॉक डजंट मीन आई हैव टू डू चाइनीज वे ऑफ कुकिंग। वॉक इज अ जेनरिक इंस्ट्रूमेंट। हैमर से सिर्फ कील नहीं मारनी है, लोगों का सर भी फोड़ सकते हैं। सॉरी, आई मेंट सिर्फ कील मारनी है। You think people don't know that a hammer can be used. You know, they did a research on, you know what's the amygdala? Do you know what's an amygdala? Amygdala एक part of the brain होता है जो हमारा बहुत primitive brain है. It is the initial first brain. तो वहां पे फाइट और फ्लाइट रिस्पॉन्स सेट करता है। यू नो, हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ दिस? आपने एमिगडाला हाईजैक सुना है? एमिगडाला हाईजैक? अच्छा नहीं सुना, कोई बात नहीं, रहो मेरे साथ और सुनाऊंगा मजा चीजें। बेसिकली ब्रेन जो है ना, उसके बारे में बहुत सारी इंफॉर्मेशन हमको नहीं मालूम है, मेन स्ट्रीम ऑडियंस को नहीं मालूम। आई एम सॉरी अबाउट दैट, आई फॉरगॉट दैट देयर इज अ कैमरा, देयर इज अ माइक्रोफोन कनेक्टेड टू द टेबल, सो दिस मस्ट हैव कम एज अ रियल सरप्राइज। सॉरी अबाउट दैट, आई अपोलोजाइज, आई अपोलोजाइज। तो कैबेज कटेगी, कैरेट कटेगा, और उसके बाद ये मैं सबको एक साथ डालूंगा अंदर, सॉल्ट करके उनका पानी निकालने के लिए, और वो पानी यूज होगा हंग कर्ड में। आई एम रिवाइजिंग माई ओन सेल्फ। आज बड़ा आई एम मेकिंग अ बिग थिंग टुडे यार। आपसे बात भी कर रहा हूँ, और एक बहुत, आई हैव नेवर डन दिस काइंड ऑफ दिस लेवल ऑफ कुकिंग, आई हैव नेवर डन आउटडोर्स, बट आई एम लुकिंग फॉरवर्ड टू इट। इट्स अ चैलेंजिंग थिंग एंड इट्स फन थिंग। अभी तक तो सही चल रहा है, कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है। आग तो नहीं लगी अभी तक कहीं, देखो कैसे चल रहा है, ऑल गुड। अच्छा, ये जाएगा कोल्ड स्लॉ जैसी चीज़ बना रहा हूँ मैं, ठीक है? तो आई एम गोइंग टू कट इट इनटू फाइन 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 वेरी फाइन पीसेस। दैट्स द करेक्ट वे ऑफ डूइंग इट, दैट इज अ सेफ वे ऑफ डूइंग इट। तो कैबेज को खा नहीं सकते यार, कैबेज इज अ, इट बिकम्स डिफिकल्ट टू च्यू इट। दिस यूज्ड टू बी सॉल्टेड कैबेज। एक्चुअली सैलेड सलाटे तो था, मीनिंग क्या है उसका? सॉल्ट कर दो बस वेजिटेबल्स को और खा लो। यू डोंट हैव टू रियली कुक एनीथिंग। सॉल्टेड फ्रूट्स, वेजिटेबल्स, दैट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ द वर्ड। तो ये फ्रांस गया ये वर्ड सलाटे, वहां जाके ये सलाडे बन गया, और फिर जब इंग्लैंड आया तो सैलेड बन गया। गोज टू प्रूव दैट यूरोप में सबको अपना अपना चाहिए। दैट्स नॉट जस्ट यूरोप, आई थिंक दुनिया भर में सबका अपना अपना है। Okay, so ये आई एम गोइंग टू बेसिकली चॉप ऑल द, ये डेट्स डालूंगा, यस आई विल पुट डेट्स आल्सो। दिस इज कैबेज, आई विल पुट, कद्दूकस करूंगा, कद्दूकस। यू नो व्हाट इज कद्दूकस? हैव यू हर्ड ऑफ दिस वर्ड कॉल्ड कद्दूकस? थोड़ा पॉज करके सोचो तो बहुत फनी वर्ड है कद्दूकस। तो आज बहुत बड़ा सैलेड बनना है, इसलिए हैव टू डू अ लॉट ऑफ चॉपिंग एंड हैव टू गो ऑल द वे। नहीं तो यूजुअली क्या होता है, आई वुड हैव टेकन माय टाइम टू चॉप दिस धीरे धीरे करके बहुत, पर आज मेरे को, आई नो फॉर श्योर दैट मेरे 20-25 मिनट में जो बाद, मेरे को बहुत भूख लग रही है। संडे है ना, मुझे पता है संडे इज लाइक वन ऑफ दोस, बचपन से संडेज यूज्ड टू बी द डेज व्हेन समथिंग स्पेशल विल बी मेड। आई थिंक इट्स ट्रू विद, एक तो महाभारत आती थी, तो दैट वाज अ बिग बिग थिंग यार। सुबह 10 बजे मैं समय हूँ, हाँ तो चलो चालू हो जाओ फिर समय. I mean, it was such a cool thing to watch as a child growing up. Those stories of those arrows and whatnot, Mahabharat and ethics and value system. Our parents didn't really have to worry much. TV दिखा दो हमारे से सीख लेंगे बच्चे. Unlike now, जहाँ बच्चे को कुछ सिखाओ तो वो पहली चीज पूछता है why, and you're like, अरे मैं क्या बोलूँ तेरे को why? सच क्यों बोलना चाहिए why? You're right. सच क्यों बोलना चाहिए? Children have that thing. They want to know the reasons. You know, adults और children में क्या फर्क है? Children को पता नहीं है कि adults हैं. They have the same questions. और हम अपने बच्चे को मार डालते हैं अंदर से क्योंकि भाई सवाल नहीं पूछना. सवाल पूछोगे तो गधे हो. अरे आप समझ नहीं रहे हो गधे, आप ऐसी डिफॉल्ट गधे हो, आप उसी में जियो. You will never have a problem. Lower your expectations. Yes, you will be surprised how beautifully that works to keep you happy. Or happiness, joy and peace. Two things, joy and peace. Peace by peace. खुश रहने के ज़्यादा कुछ चाहिए नहीं, बोलते हैं ना. You know, धरती पे सब कुछ मिलता है. हमारे को इस प्लैनेट पे सब मिलता है. खाना पीना हवा पानी सब है हमारे लिए. But yet you see how many we are. I'm not saying that मैं कोई दूध का दूल्हा नहीं हूँ. मेरे को भी बहुत त्रास होता है और मेरे भी बहुत प्रॉब्लम है. I'm a human end of the day. I also have the emotional turmoils and upheavals. आज मेरा सुबह एक बहुत अच्छा फ्रेंड है. So we both are planning to put up a business together. Let's just put it this way. It's not easy trying to build a business together. Okay. It's very easy to make it sound easy कि हम दोनों कंपनी स्टार्ट कर रहे हैं. बेटा जब लड़ाई होगी ना तब पता चलेगा तुम्हारी कंपनी कितनी दूर गई. क्योंकि लड़ाई करते वक्त ना आप सोचोगे 2 बार कि मुझे चुप रहना चाहिए, ना वो सोचेगा क्या मेरे को चुप रहना चाहिए. You both will be talking loud, trying to assuming that the other person must listen to you. और वो तो नहीं होगा. देखो प्रोड्यूसर आ गया. मैंने बोला था उसको जब कैरेट सुनाई देता है ना उसके कान में, उसको पता है कि कैरेट इज समथिंग आई विल गेट. कैरेट खाना है मुझे. सॉरी मैंने लगाया था यार ये कैम, ये भाई आते नहीं है तो क्या मैंने निकाल दिया. तो क्या कर रहा हूँ मैं. कैन यू सी व्हाट आई एम डूइंग. दिस इज कॉल्ड कद्दूकस. कद्दूकस. ये मैंने रिसेंटली एक चीज सीखी. पूरे खीरे गाजर को मत करो, सिर्फ उसकी वॉल साइड्स को करो क्योंकि फ्लैश वहाँ होता है. उसका जो सेंटर पोर्शन होता है ना वो थोड़ा हार्ड होता है. इट डजंट टेस्ट वेरी नाइस. इट्स गॉट अ लिटिल बिटरी एंड फाइबरी थिंग इन इट. तो माय प्रोड्यूसर विल ईट दैट. ही लव्स इट. हम दोनों कैरेट्स के दीवाने हैं. आई एम सॉरी बट यू कांट सी हिम ईट इट. जस्ट बेनी ये लो लो. And this is flying all over the place. The carrots have jumped everywhere. कैसे आता है मेरे को. अभी मैं रिसेंटली ना लूनी ट्यून्स पे चढ़ा हुआ हूँ नेटफ्लिक्स पे. आई डोंट नो इफ यू नो अबाउट लूनी ट्यून्स. इट्स अ कार्टून. इफ यू आर हियर गाइस प्लीज से हाय सो आई नो यू आर हियर. अदरवाइज आई डोंट नो हु जॉइंड द स्ट्रीम. ये तो क्या ऐसी बस देखो क्या बन रहा है आज. कितना कुछ बन रहा है आज. देयर इज लाइक अ सो मच इज माय होल टेबल इज बुक्ड. मैंने कभी इतनी कुकिंग नहीं की आउटडोर्स. तो अभी तक सैलेड बन रहा था पर अब आज चिकन बन रहा. चिकन संडे चिकन. आई एम ट्राइंग. आई डोंट नो हाउ दिस विल गो. ये देखो बस दिखाता हूँ एक मिनट पहले. ये कद्दूकस कर रहा हूँ मैं. इसको खत्म करके दिखाता हूँ एग्जैक्टली क्या है. देयर इज दिस मसाला कॉल्ड किलर. KILL sorry KILRR. So it's killer. Okay, and it is सजाए काली मिर्च. मैं भी डर गया था थोड़ा बट उसके बाद मैंने बोला डर के आगे तो थम्स अप है. सो आई हैव मेस्ड अप दिस टेबल सो बैडली. प्रोड्यूसर कैरेट खाता है. मेरा प्रोड्यूसर कैरेट खाता है. बग्स बनी है. बग्स बनी. बग्स बनी की गर्लफ्रेंड का नाम बताओ. नहीं पता होगा आपको. अगर आप बग्स बनी देखते हो तो आपको लाइफ के बारे में बहुत कुछ पता होगा. You know, that show has got everything to learn. I know it sounds so stupid. You watch this again. If you don't believe me, go and watch Bugs Bunny the cartoon. I'm talking about the Looney Tunes on Netflix. Go and see that. It's not for kids. That humor is for adults. Okay, you watch this humor that's for kids. There's a show called Blue. There's a character called Blue. जाके उसका कार्टून देखो. आपने सुअर तो देखा ही होगा. कौन सा सुअर? Which suar am I talking of? Peppa. उसका कंटेंट देखो. It looks like it is for kids. It is for adults. अरे बहुत सारा ह्यूमर है ये. तो बच्चों और अडल्ट्स में फर्क यही है बस. एनिमेटेड कंटेंट तो बच्चे ज्यादा कम, अडल्ट ज्यादा देखते हैं. देख लो आप नेटफ्लिक्स पे कितना एनिमेटेड कंटेंट है. पिछले 10-15 सालों में मार्वल जैसी कंपनी ने इतना, डिज्नी, they made more money from adults than from kids because the money is with adults, right? मैंने खीरे का ना बिल्कुल ही बाजा बजा दिया. I was expecting it to be, जब देखो जरा लिचड़ गया एकदम खीरा. कोई बात नहीं, अपने पास है. लो कैप्टन, ही इज ऑलवेज देयर. आपका कुत्ता कभी आपको नहीं मिले ना, सपोज आप चिल्ला रहे हो और नहीं मिले, फ्रिज के सामने खड़े हो, दरवाजा खोलो, वही नीचे मिलेगा आपको. ये एक स्पेशलिटी है, ट्रिक है ये. सारे डॉग ओनर्स को पता ही बात. इफ सपोज आपका कुत्ता गुम जाए, कुछ हो जाए और घर में नहीं मिल रहा है, फ्रिज का दरवाजा खोल दो, उसके सामने खड़े हो जाना. Hi man, what's up, Brian? Today is a big meal. I'm cooking a big meal today. Yeah, I've messed up the table also a little bit, but this is, wait, I'm going to salt this. I'm making a coleslaw kind of a thing going on. There is, I'll show you. Look, I've just basically, it's called kaddukas. You've seen this before. Have you seen this? Have you ever seen something like this? This is a utensil that's used to shred something. You just missed it. I just shredded it all out. And on the gas, on the stove, I have got the peanut butter that's roasting with garlic. Exciting times. Yeah, today is a good big salad. I'm going to salt this so it will release its water. And this is like a coleslaw thing going on. So eventually the chicken and all will be put into a parotha. You know what's a parotha? Have you heard of this word called parotha? Paratha. Roti. Have you heard of roti? R-O-T-I. These are things that we eat here. It's like breads, wheat that you roll out and you pan fry it. In South America, you would have seen all these. They use this like a burrito. I think it's a similar thing. So what's going to happen now is that it's going to lose its water. This fellow, I've salted it so nicely, it's going to lose its water, which then I will use in the hung curd as a dip. Yeah man, this is going to be a big thing. I've never done so much of cooking outdoors before. This is the first time. First time I'm doing this. Got myself some cleaning instruments. Alright, what's up with you? How's it going? What you're doing at home this evening? It's Saturday, isn't it? Don't tell me you're playing a card game. Tortillas, that's the one. So they bake it. They would either bake it, they would cook it, but it really depends on how much you want to cook it. And it also depends on the composition of the dough. So I'm doing a sourdough downstairs. I'll bring that up in a day or two. But for now, let me put this into the fridge so this gets cold. And I'll get ready to fry the chicken. So what's happened with the chicken? Look at this. It's been sitting in a marinade. This is a specialty marinade. This is what it is. I have no idea, but it's spelled K-I-L-R-R. That means it's spelled killer. Have you seen any South Indian movies? Movies that are made in south of India? Have you seen any of them? They have these sentiments where the R's are rolled out. Very gangster. Very Machiavellian. Machiavellian, is that a word? Machiavellian. Alright, let me first focus on the manufacturing. Whoa, that's become brown. I was not expecting it to have turned brown. but that's okay. The peanuts need to be roasted a little bit, but I have a feeling this could be done a little bit more than what's needed. Hell with it. We will go in. I'm going to just dump the whole thing. And I'm going to try to fry this. I have not done this before. This is the first time I'm making this. Yeah. Most of the things I'm doing here are for the first time actually. And I'm doing this outdoors, which it bites it. But let me tell you, there is something about cooking outdoors. I don't know if you've tried this or not. If you haven't, please give it a shot. It is something about it is really, really cool. Cooking outdoors is really fun. Is naan from India? So incidentally, it's not really from India. It's from Persia. That this way of making food in an oven comes from there. But yes, it is pretty much. Look at the chicken. How it looks. Just see how it looks like. All right. Ooh. The smells are good. It's looking good, and now it's going to fry in this. Yeah. To answer your question, the garlic naan, the naan is from India. Now, what's really special about the naan is, uh, every continent they're eating bread, wheat in some way or the other, right? But there is something special about the naan. That speciality is in the dough. So it's called khamiri, if I'm not wrong. That's the correct word. I have eaten this in Kashmir once. Khamiri. I could be wrong. I'm sorry. My brain is not really working top. I think it's called khamiri. It's a different bread. It has its own flavor. It's soft. It's kind of and it's got a sweetish. The nearest I can tell you is a biscuit, right? But it's flaky and it's got that wheat. It's got that bread bun thing going on. You got to really eat it. It's almost impossible for me to express it to you what it tastes like and what it comes out like. But there are flavors that are different. Okay, so this is smelling pretty good. This killer is not that bad. If you are from India, this is an Indian product. I don't know where you're going to get it from. I honestly don't know. But listen to this. The funny part. Okay, guys, you got to check this out. When I flip the page over, it says ingredients: dry mix, onion, garlic, ginger, green chili, curry leaves, salt, black pepper, fennel, cumin, coriander, turmeric, caraway seeds. All they missed was chicken, man. Allergen advice: may contain traces of nuts and milk products. May. We don't know for sure. I think what they're trying to say is that if you have an allergic reaction, blame it on your vegan problem. That's what they're trying to say. Storage instructions: store in a cool, dry place like we've been storing it for the last 5 years. Once opened, consume immediately. I have very little to express my displeasure on this about. How do you do this with fresh food, man? How do you do this with sushi, with stuff that the Japanese eat? You try selling this whole concept of tinned sushi to them. It's their culture. Yeah, well, that's our culture. Food is our culture. That's the thing, right? We eat fresh food. Who makes fresh food? The guys who make fresh food, you better worship them because they're doing you a favor. You know, in India, Brian, we've got goddesses. I'm not talking about the women here. Yeah, sure, they are goddesses. Of course, they are. Some of the most beautiful women are on this planet, and on the planet are here in this land. I can't say the same about the men, but hey, we're catching up. But let's face it, Indian women are probably the most beautiful women on the planet. But here's something interesting. We've got goddesses, and the 3 goddesses, Lakshmi, Saraswati, and Durga, are all women. You know who they are? Lakshmi, Saraswati, Durga. Together they make LSD. Lakshmi, Saraswati, Durga. You must have heard of them. I'm not the only one who's talking about this. There are temples in Japan that have Lakshmi, Saraswati, Durga painted on them. No, Indians didn't paint it. I'm talking about culture. I'm talking that's where food comes from. The whole idea of being able to share food. Anthony Bourdain, I think he said this. He said that food is what truly is food and sports. The two things that truly transcend boundaries, both in terms of mind, body, soul, everything. You can truly connect to someone. That's why I say people who make food for you, they are truly your well-wishers. Well-wishers. Somebody who's cooking for you or even growing for you. Man, that person is doing you a favor. A big favor. Yeah. I mean, you wouldn't be there without them. Cool. So, if you really want to fall in love with someone, check out what's their food game. I'm unwittingly giving you great advice. Do you have a card game that's around food? Maybe that's a good idea. A food-themed card game. My brinjal is 6 inches across. But why not, man? I don't know who's going to play that though, but sorry, I got to focus on this. What's new happening with you? No, you said you love garlic naan or garlic naan. So today I'm going to have parotha. Parotha. This is company in India called ID. Yeah, single digits ID, 2 digits ID. Okay, we're having parotas from some other people now. So I don't know. There are many people who make parotas, but this is starting to cook well. You know, I should cook this closed. I should close it because otherwise the chicken's going to dry out. You're going to miss seeing it for a couple of more minutes. Wow. Yum. That's packed. And I'm going to put this chilies and no ginger. Garlic's already in. And some mint, some spring onions. All of that goes into the dip. Cool? Okay, now I'm hungry. I can make out that my brain's telling me to stop talking and wasting energy. That's the crazy part of doing these live streams, which I've realized very recently. I get tired and my brain starts to tell me to shut up. It's a funny thing that happens. You will notice this. Hold me here for another 30-40 minutes in hunger and I'm just going to become quiet. I won't be able to speak much. My brain just doesn't want to talk. It's a reaction that happens to a couple of kids. There are a couple of the kids. You'll see this in children. Children represent their brains have not. Yeah, listen to this. First 2 years of our life. We don't remember that. How is it possible? That's my memory. That data is mine. Who do I check with? Who do I go and complain? None of us remember this. So they tried figuring this out, and apparently the reason is because our amygdalas are not formed by then. And amygdala is the part that I was telling you about. That's small little, you know what I'm trying to do? I'm trying to think how I'm going to use this. I think I'm going to chop this in. Tikka masala, English influenced dish. I heard it's a Western take on a butter chicken. You know, the British, they goddamn took the Kohinoor from here. So they're going to take everything. Don't trust them. Don't trust the British. They write such great screenplays. They make such great music. They've got so much of art. They're all goddamn liars, bro. Don't trust them. The word tikka is a word. Masala is a word. Food in India is not one. Food in the world is not one. It's sure many people have used different things to bring these different things together, but things like butter chicken, it's global now. It's not fair to say that it's Indian. Everybody knows how to make butter chicken, tandoori chicken. There are things, even the word masala now, I think the Oxford has accepted that word in their dictionary. If I'm not wrong, I could be wrong. Masala, bazaar, curry leaves. There are a couple of words that the British have accepted. They have agreed to add into their language. In fact, I can safely say there are now more Brits out of Britain than in it. More Indians in Britain than out of it. There's a huge Indian population, and I've always maintained this. We are like snakes, man. We'll be there where you are. Just allow us to open up a food restaurant. Just let us make some food for you. If you ever feel like eating good food, go visit an Indian home. They'll never turn you away. Buy them some flowers, some fruits. Yeah, buy them sweets. Go to here's how you treat an Indian family, all right? You go to a sweet shop, a shop that no, not a confectionery. There's got to be an Indian sweets shop. Take my advice, they will love you. They'll call you again. You go buy yourself some sweets. Buy about half a kilogram of something like Kaju Katli. Can you remember this? It's a good sweet. It stays for a couple of days in the fridge, so the family can enjoy this for the next couple of days, and bring that as your gift. The lady of the home is going to love you. She's going to cook more for you. She's going to call you back again. You'll probably never have to cook again. We love food. I'm telling you, Indians, we are crazy. We are probably one of the few tribes on this planet who have used up the internet to make videos of cooking food and to watch videos, 20, 25, 30-minute videos of somebody else cooking food. How's that? Okay, this is starting to look really good, and I think this is going to go very well in my parotha. Parotha is the same wheat thing. It's a flat bread kind of an idea, but it is not roasted. It's not ovened. It's cooked on a flat pan. I can't show you that because I plan to do that downstairs. There's very low light in that kitchen, so you will get to see only the first half of this match. Do you play sports? Do you enjoy any game, any sports? There is a difference between a sport and a game. I hope you know that. I'm thinking I'm going to roast this in before I will, because the capsicum is too large to go into the dip. It'll just not, it'll not come out tasty. I'll show you the dip. Hang on. So this is what I had put into the fridge. It's become nice and cold, and this is hung curd. It was hanging for an hour or so. Wow. I love curd. It's probably my single favorite thing that a cow gives. And incidentally, it's not the cow that should take any credit for it, because it's the bacteria. The flavor comes from there. Cool, no? Yeah, I know. You but have never thought about this. Curd's flavor comes from the bacteria. Skateboarding, bro, that's so. I am now seriously envious of you. That's one thing that I tried doing it. For the rest of you, if you're listening to this, listen to this. A skateboard, you're 4 inches above the ground. You're sideways in an awkward crab-like posture. It looks very easy. Try doing it. If you're not, and please wear a helmet. Please protect yourself. Brian's here to vouch for it. You're going to kill yourself. Yeah, you can kill yourself. It's a very strange posture, but I think it's an exhilarating feeling. I've only dropped in once or twice, bro, and every time I've done it, it's like the memories are so strong. You got me going. I got myself a board. I've got good trucks, I've got good wheels, I've got everything. I just lack the courage now. To be honest, I want to make a half pipe. That's how I thought I will go about it. And as of now, I am short of space, man. I just don't have enough space to do this. So this will have to wait. Maybe one day. No, I'll get to it. First, I need to get to this. Let me get myself a new utensil. When we're live streaming, no, every day, every live stream, there's a fire. It doesn't show always because I have a fantastic set of support system here that takes care of it, but there is a fire every time. It's so strange. Live streams have this thing about them. Okay, first you tell me, should I be using this juice or not? Because this is going to be salted. It'll have lots of flavor. It has good fiber from the, but it's going to dilute this dip. So I'll just drink it up. Sorry, a bit clumsy. It's all got carrots and cabbage and salt. And it's yummy. What's the point of cooking if you don't eat in between? You're supposed to be eating while you're cooking. That's what makes cooking so much fun. Yeah. I have totally ruined this table of mine. And I can now sense that I'm hungry. If you monitor yourself, you'll be able to catch this. I'll give you another very interesting example. You're traveling with your girlfriend on the highway and she says, let's stop to eat. Because you are not hungry, you perhaps won't register that statement. It happens to a lot of us, and especially regarding the bladder control. Women are able to control their bladders. Men just can't. When we've got to pee, we've got to pee. That's how we came up with the idea of being able to pee everywhere, standing up anywhere. It's not everywhere, it's anywhere. There's a difference. Right, this is starting to cook really well, look really well, and the smell is amazing. Yeah, I think this is, before it dries out completely, I don't want to make it dry. I will, yum. It didn't say I should add salt, so I guess that's cool. I can leave it as it is. I will throw in the chilies and the capsicum right at the end. I'm cutting some dates. These are dates. This will all go part of the they're all sugar, salt, sour, bitter, all the flavors. Yeah. That's my producer. He's exploded on. Oh, I don't know who's exploded on. Benny, relax, man. Chill, chill. Chill, bro. Come, we'll eat this. See this? You want to eat something? What will you eat? You want to eat a date? He loves dates. Yeah, they can have. Dogs can eat everything. Have you seen the movie Alpha? Brian, have you seen the movie Alpha? And but I'm telling you, I'm so envious of you. Skateboarding is something which I've always wanted to do, and I've just never been able to. I can't ollie for nuts, bro. I've tried everything. No, I believe me, I've tried everything. I've literally tried everything. I've tried standing on the pipe and trying doing it. The moment I let go, I just can't for the life of me figure it out. So well, maybe in another life. But I find it really cool. I saw it first when I saw Bart Simpson do it. Yeah, I come from the time of The Simpsons. Have you seen them? In fact, I thought that's what America is like. Honestly, for the longest time, when I finished my engineering, there were we had 60, 70, 80 students in my batch, and everybody headed straight to America. And I was like, I don't want to be Ned Flanders' neighbor or be friends with Bart Simpson's cool. But what's Alpha? What are you talking about? Oh, the movie Alpha. It's a movie called Alpha. Have a look at this. It's where did dogs come from? How did these wolves leave their germline and come closer to us? Because they're so far away from their wolf line. How did they decide to join us? It's a wonderful story about a young boy, how he gets disbanded from his group. They're out on a hunt or something like that. I forget the whole story, but it's a good movie. If you're fond of animals and you believe animals are, you want to spend time with them, you want to be friends with them, you want to know more about them. This is just lemon juice into dates. I'm going to add some um, apple cider. That's for flavor. It's a movie ALPHA. I think it's not ALFA. I think it's ALPHA. Just have a look. Maybe you'll spot it. It should be there on Netflix or something. I don't know, but it's one of the good things that I've seen as a movie. As in, it's quite a documentary actually. It's not a movie. It's a question that's been with me. I've been with dogs for 4 decades of my life, man. So I just never realized this product that I make, Kaiben, it was for dogs. That's how it started. And it's only when their dog owners started eating it, they said, hey, listen, this is really cool. Why don't you make for us? And I was like, sure, I'll make it for myself. If you want, I'll make for you too. And that's how the story of Kaiben started for humans. Anywho, before I forget, let's just raise this temperature up. Now we're going to hit it on the high. Oh, I forgot to add the tomatoes. See, I got these tomatoes from the rooftop. These are cherries. I will use some of them. Not all of them. A few of them. They will be used for in the dip. Let me first fry the capsicum with the chili. Now that I'm cooking outdoors, I'm literally breaking all rules, but it's fun. Nothing to lose. Wow, the smell is good. Yeah, there's an accented flavor smell that's starting to arrive. This is the chili family. Wow. I was not expecting this to start smelling this way. Man, this is smelling good. Wow, this is smelling good. I will leave this for a few minutes here while it... Yeah, it's a new movie. Yeah, it's about 2018. That's 7 years ago. Damn. I would have not guessed. Actually, the time is flying, isn't it? Don't you agree? Something is wrong with the concept of time. Yeah, but that's the movie. It says, you know, the first 20 odd minutes, there's not even a dialogue in the movie. You kind of, it's, just watch it. Tell me how you might have seen it, yeah. It's quite a famous movie. Anyways, alright, so this is done. This part of the challenge is over. I think the chicken has come out. Let me try it before I commit or comment. Ooh. I don't have the right instruments today. Remember that big metal slab I showed you yesterday? That thing is moved. It moved on. It just didn't like the publicity. Okay. I need to taste this because I have a feeling this may not have salt. Ooh. Wow. There's no Saza-e much. It's not that hot. It's not that spicy. Yeah, it's... This must be familiar to you, Brian. I can eat the spiciest thing in the world. I know. We Indians really take pride in our chili eating. Something that we are sensitive about. So, in fact, we'll take offense. If you try to tell us that you can eat more chili than us, we are going to go all out to try to prove you that no, you can't. Yeah, that's something unique about us. I'm going to add those cherry tomatoes. That's going to be a part of this dip. But first I'm going to mix this, taste it. I need to add some more salt. I think I might need to add some pepper. I'm going to throw into this. This is going to go onto the parotha. between the chicken, this is going to go into the parotha. I hope you can imagine it. That's what theta is. That imagination that you're able to make, your brain's creating a visual, hopefully. That visual is coming through a creative process. And your brain needs to go into a theta stage for it to be able to do this. That's why the sleep is important. That sleep is how the brain registers the theta stage and it can then start creating. Children get so much of sleep, kids, that's why they can imagine. No, bro, I've heard a lot about it. If you are cool and if you're comfortable, please send me some of those seeds. I know Carolina Reaper. Carolina Reaper is now, I think, the new version 8.0 or some shit. That's the heaviest, right? I think so. There's a chili from India that's used to be right at the top, but now it's no longer there. It was called Bhoot Jolakya. It's still there. It's from east of India. It's powerful. Let me tell you, it can kill you. Phenomenal flavors and wonderful chili. I mean, you just need a half of chili and you are done. But Carolina Reapers are. I've grown a chili. That was the reason I'm asking you to send me seeds is so that I can grow it. Chilies are one thing, are a family that I'm very inspired to grow. And recently I've started realizing that every chili has its own flavor. And when you make sauces from different types of chilies, there is some merit to that flavor. There are a bunch of these brands that you would have noticed. Heinz is one of them, the most famous of them all. It's the tomato, it's the kind of tomato, and then how you are. The country of Italy literally decides its quality of the pizza based on the tomato. Even the tomatoes are not the same family of chilies, but I'm saying the flavor of the output of the plant, that matters so much. God damn, they make wines out of it, man. So the flavor of that produce is a key element of its success. You can't take that away. Just see this, man. Is this beautiful or what? Gorgeous, gorgeous. And the smell is amazing. These are mint. This is mint I'm growing on my rooftop using aquaponics. Where are you staying? You stay in LA, bro. And I don't think you'll be in the hustle mindset, wouldn't you be? Not that I'm not, but I'm just saying it's not easy. You don't have house help, right? That's one of the things that I'm fortunate. Living in India, I have home help. So I am not stuck in that respect. But I know you've got to do everything yourself. So you may not have the liberty. But if you can take out some time, give aquaponics a thought. It's quite a powerful concept. It literally grows on its own. Once you get the biome right, it'll grow on its own. I'm also going to cut some spring onions. I forgot about you, babies. Daddy forgot about you. My mom, so this is a long time ago, what, maybe 5-6 years, 7 years before I started growing food. I used to make fun of her because she would come home and she would talk to the plants and she would speak to them all lovingly and she'd say, how are you? And I'm like, Mom, some respect I have. Please don't do this publicly. And guess what? Within a day or two, all of them will just start blooming. All the buds. And I used to be like, man, you're just lucky. But now I know they respond to you. Plants have a wonderful, yeah, bro, it's all right. You're not the only one in the rat race. It's a problem is everywhere. That will get resolved the moment we start realizing that we need to pay farmers more than soldiers. Big words in it. I think that could be the reason why Bill Gates bought that much of land, right? He might have thought if he's got cash, he might as well help farming community and basically help humanity that way. God knows, all of these people with all their billions, I don't know what they plot. What do they want to do? How do they want to help? I mean, difficult questions. Maybe the comic is all about that. You know his conspiracy? Do you know Bill Gates' conspiracy? Okay. I should I take names? I've got to before. Okay, if you're here for the first time, don't go before seeing this. I've got something wonderful to share with you. It's a figs story. What are figs? You know what are figs, Brian? Do you know what are figs? The story of figs. What are figs? How do they happen? What makes figs work? I want to show you something. It's a film, but I'll talk to you about that later. Just give me some time. Let me just get this all together. When I'm taking a minute break, that's when I will show you the film. You would have known about it. I'll lead you on. Hold on, little girl. Show me what you've got. I've got this. Some animal bore through it. It's some kind of a fruit-eating animal. And it got out. When it comes to the figs, that fig wasp, it can't get out. It doesn't get out. Yep. No. Those crunchy bits that you eat, those are not eggs. Much you would like them to be, they're not eggs. But let me just show you first what this dip looks like, man. Just see this. This looks like something that can go onto a parotha. In south of India, it's called parotha. North of India, it's called paratha. It's like crazy. We're a big country, man. India is a big country, and because we had invaders, we did not have people who came to us to settle down. They came, they invaded, they stole, they ran, they gave it back. So in the most practical sense, we are a true mix of cultures and flavors and tastes, and that's why India is such a colorful country. We have so many things. Every 100 kilometers or so, the water, food, everything changes. You've got to take a road trip. Come down here in December, Jan. Maybe if you can make it. Let's plan this out. I've got a couple of friends who want to come to India. Let's make that happen. Maybe Jan, Feb, March. They're wonderful months to travel all over India, north of India. I'll show you the Himalayas. Have you seen the Himalayas? There are stories and stories and stories. Especially of the cannabis plant. That's the plant that grows all along the hills. You know the name of the river? It's Ganga. Where did Ganges come from? There's no phonetic similarity between Ganga and Ganges. Excuse me. But there is a lot of phonetic similarity between Ganja and Ganges. Ah! Yeah, no. I found Carolina seeds online. If you want some, no, bro. I will get these seeds here also. Maybe not the Carolina Reaper, but I want you to give it to me from someone you trust. You know, I know what you're saying online. They're available at airports. The seed business is a big business, but it's not the same because I need someone they're called heirloom seeds. So if you can get me heirloom seeds from someone you trust, that'll be really cool. I'll make sure that I'll get good quality seeds and I will be able to get the best plant to grow with me. So that's what's going on. All right. So what else are we left with? I think everybody's pretty much done. I wanted to show you, we've done that. I've finished this, everything in the fridge. I'll show you what it looks like. And I will go down and make my bread. And I will parotha. And I will apply that onto the parotha. And that will be it. Okay. So I will leave you with this story of how the fig actually works, what really happens, at the risk of this video getting maybe copyright.
The fig still needs two things:
but stick
a
around, watch the
large
next
dose of sunlight and some of the
See
smallest
this.
creatures in the forest. Tiny fig wasps, when the fig will allow her to burrow into the undeveloped fruit. It's such a tight squeeze that her wings are ripped off. But she's not going to use them again. Once inside, she makes her way to the tiny, tightly packed internal flowers. And here within, she lays hundreds of eggs. When she's finished laying, she dies inside the unripe fig, alongside her eggs. The sunlight now slowly ripens the figs and helps the young wasps inside to develop. The first to emerge are the golden wingless males.
Have a look at this.
Things now become stranger than fiction. These males start to mate with their unhatched sisters. To reach them, they use a telescopic penis that's twice their body length, while their now pregnant sisters are beginning to hatch. The males themselves burrow their way to the outside world. The brothers' final act is a chivalrous one. They sacrifice themselves to marauding ants. They're serving as decoys so their sisters can take to the skies. The young females, loaded with pollen, live for just 48 hours, in which time they must find another fig tree at just the right stage into which they themselves can burrow as their mothers did.
Crazy, no? And here's the this is what I'm making. This is a lettuce leaf with a chicken on top, and this is going to go inside the parotha. I'll see you again tomorrow, 12:30. Bye-bye. No cheese, no butter, no trans fats. But I'm going to add some cayenne to this. The flavors are less. The coleslaw deserves some good fats. Cool. I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye-bye.